Welcome back. We have finished the Aranara quest line. Finally, at long last. Now, we are going to continue. Before we get into the desert quest line, we're going to work our way, well, to the first story quest as we work our way down these characters. I intend to finish up through Baiju before we get to Fontaine, but we'll see. So today we'll be starting with Sino, Sands of Solitude.
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes.
Which is, of course, why we have Sino out.
I'm not the best judge of other
Suspicious
people's
smuggling
sense
case.
of humor.
Now, before we do that, we have the new version preview, 5.5. Does she have horns? Hey, Sitlolly. And I think you're new, too. There's Kachina. Of course, the guy in the hat is new as well, I think. So I'm seeing 3 new characters. Cool. I do miss the musical version previews. That is a short skirt. Damn. Varessa, Electro, a laid-back orchard manager and warrior of the Collective of Plenty. An aspiring hero who hungers for justice and lots of food. Oh yeah, she's got a, almost looks like a taco, but I'm not quite sure. I can't go, I guess it could be a kebab with pita or something as well. I don't know.
Are we going on a trip? Or to a competition?
An eating competition? I don't know. She seems... This is kind of fun, I suppose. Is she a wrestler? That's fun. All right, so yeah, new character, new 5-star. I wonder what exploration mechanic you're gonna have, if any. And let's see, Iansun, head coach of the fitness club at the Collective of Plenty. I'm guessing the Collective of Plenty is the new area being released. And a renowned Natlanese nutritionist.
Ah, I'm all warmed up.
Cool. I like the little skull cap you have there. Kind of reminds me of a Cubone. Wait, is she, I might have been imagining it. I swear she was breakdancing for a second there. Fun. Both these characters are in-your-face types. And then, oh, Xinyun is back. We already have her, of course, so we don't need her. Shilonin. She might be worth getting. I didn't go for her last time, but, oh, wow, Venti's getting a rerun. Haven't seen you in forever, I feel like. Cool. Now, I'm not sure which banner is when, but, we'll have to see how good Varessa here is. If I remember right, she was really good, but also kind of fills a similar role as Kazuha, which was the main reason I didn't go for her and held my wishes for someone else. We'll see if I change my mind this time. Cool, though. Got a tournament of Glory in Bloom. That's cool. Ultimate Fighting Championship in Quirky Quaking Arena. I'm liking this. 960 and then 840 Prima Gems. Another 420 with a Rhythm Ball Mesli. This is looking nice. A lot of wishes there. Alrighty. Well, that was interesting. But let's continue on. Sino, I hope you have some good puns for me. Or are you gonna be a bit of a stiff since you're on duty?
Wait, you two! Just a moment, please.
Talking to us?
You're the traveler in Paimon, right?
That's correct.
I thought you two looked familiar. People
Do we
have been
know
talking
you?
all about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Have we met before? Who are you?
My name is Nabil. I'm a matra in the academia.
Ah,
You're friends with Sino, right?
yes.
I've heard him mention you before.
He is wonderful. He's one of my favorite people.
Currently,
His
Sino
humor
is
is
out investigating a
top-notch.
case involving smuggled canned knowledge.
Ah,
It's been days
Oh,
since we
yeah.
last heard from him.
good old canned knowledge. I got a 0.01% boost to my attack abilities from one of them.
Oh no. Do you think he's in trouble?
Sino? No.
Well, to be completely honest, it's pretty hard to imagine anything that could pose a threat to Sino. But since we
Exactly.
haven't heard from him, we're starting to suspect that the case might be more complicated than we had originally thought.
Well, I'm more than happy to assist him.
Word has it that you two are brave, smart, and extremely
Aw.
capable adventurers.
Oh, thank you.
Do you think you could lend us a hand and help investigate the smuggling?
If you keep stroking my ego like that, I can't refuse.
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Do you have any further intel regarding this case?
Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. Sino suspected that there's a secret route being used to move the capsules.
Okay. Is that where he's investigating now? Or looking for that secret route?
According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that.
Yeah. I would never, ever do something like that in my attempts to get strong or rich or... I actually forget what all the different canned knowledges we found with Dory did, but...
Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not,
More dangerous
this case
than
calls for urgent action.
the one that was making people go crazy that we had. Though, if I remember right, that one was... because it contained forbidden knowledge. Actually, I don't remember if that one had forbidden knowledge or if it was just because it had knowledge from Airman's soul, which was corrupted at the time.
Last we heard from Sino, he was investigating somewhere outside Sumeru City.
Okay,
It
so we
seems
don't
that
have to
he
go
had found
far.
some leads at the time, but we haven't heard from him since.
I mean, if he's just outside Sumeru City, he shouldn't be that hard to find.
Sounds like we better go look for him. Come on!
Yeah, let's go. Good to see him again. Hope he has some puns ready for us. I'll be a little sad if he doesn't. At least gotta get one. Okay, we're going north of Sumeru City. Ah, we haven't, really been to the Palace of Alcazar before. Well, no, we did stop in there once. For, an event quest, I think. We haven't spent much time there. Hey there, you wanna... have I gotten you before? I have not. Nice.
Destiny has brought...
Alright, Sino, where are you? What's the secret route? This is a surprising route since it's not really between population centers. Oh hey, it's one of those things. Is there something above us? No? Alright, nothing. Sino, you... Oh, puppy! What are you doing out here? You killing, shroom boars? Let's kill them. Ah. Damn it. Did I miss that last one? Damn it. Oh, well. Hey, fella. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Oh. Gotta break that. I need a Dendroculus. Or Dendrograna, rather. Take some Eremites back there.
Sino, there you are. We finally found you.
What are you doing out here all alone?
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence,
Good to see you again.
but I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
No, we're here to help you. Heard you were on a case of smuggled canned knowledge.
That's right. Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now.
Oh yeah, we're
This isn't the time for that.
friends of yours. It's okay.
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very
Did
little
they-
information.
They gave you canned responses, didn't they?
Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
I wonder if it is Dory selling it. I mean, she's the #1 seller of canned knowledge that, or at least bootleg or black market canned knowledge.
Whoa, sounds pretty complicated. But having a chance to catch bad guys with Sino, it's like we're a part of the mantra.
Yeah. Actually, if I remember right, didn't the canned knowledge rely on the network thingy, whose name I'm forgetting, that Greater Lord Rukadavada put in place, and then Nahida just shut down? Maybe it didn't. But I feel like that was the case.
All right, sign us up.
For what? Paimon, what? Oh. Yeah, pretty complicated. And yes, so let's be part of the mantra. Work under the Maha mantra. Work with Sino to arrest the suspects. Well, let's hold that thought. Where are they? Wait. Was it in here? Where did it... Ah. There we go. What are you doing? What are you? You're you're one of those cute little creatures. Where are you going? Do you want... Oh, wait. I need to shoot you when you're near that, right? If I remember right. There we go. Thank you. I need pyro, though. What? No? Not pyro? There we go. Why didn't it work the first time? I saw some others of these. There's one. That's two.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
I think we can. Three. Four now. I feel bad if I don't at least get the meat. The fowl. It's very... this meat has a very foul stench to it.
Wow.
Awesome. You want to stick with me for a moment, Amber? Maybe I'll need pyro. I don't know. Where are we going, Sino? Exactly. further north, northeast. Fair enough. Let me go get this teleportation first, though. And there's some camps I might want to clear out. Oh, yeah. Truly. Oh, and there's a withering zone. Well, I can always come back. Suppose that's not particularly interesting. I'll get this one, though. It's right here. Hey, Fatui. Hate to interrupt.
Come at me.
That's a lie. I love interrupting.
This is order. Futile. Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned.
Man, you obliterated them.
In death,
Oh, damn. What the?
new cycle.
What the shit? What killed you so easily? You're not that weak. Was it burning, or did he shoot you? I didn't see him shoot.
Wealth
Weird.
is the foundation on which civilization is built.
Hey, guys. And you guys are really dangerous.
Grow.
Surrender.
Just want to build up my energy again. Get some meat. Where'd the other one go? Oh, whatever. Oh, hey, Sealy. You gonna distract me? Can you not help it? I know. It's not your fault. It's mine. But you're taking me in the direction I want to go anyway, so thank you. Well, mostly. Where are we going? Where's your home? In the Withering Zone? That's not safe. Oh, just before the Withering Zone.
Our
well.
perseverance has paid off.
Let's go ahead and clear this Withering Zone. Ow.
Stabilize. Futile.
I need Fischl back to regenerate my energy.
Solidify.
Did I get all of them? Guess not.
Get him. Commit it to memory.
Yeah, I missed. There we go. Hello, Rift Wolf.
Hey,
I will have order.
There we go.
Me, justice is served.
Where'd you go? Did you die? Nah, there you are.
Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Come on. Finish it off.
Stabilize.
There we go.
Wealth is the foundation on which civilization is built.
One less Withering Zone. The Aranara would be happy. And since we're here... That's a very dangerous thing to say. That's how I get on these large
no
tangents.
escapes by sight.
I not kill you.
Hey! Grow!
Die. There you go.
I wonder who this gift could be from.
Nice ore zone. Are you guys the suspects?
Is this all you got?
Mutair?
Seems even less than last time.
Oh yeah, that looks like canned knowledge.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
Hello, fellas. How you
They've been
doing?
cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
Unfortunately, you couldn't keep out of, you couldn't keep your scent from Sino
What does the academia think they're doing?
taking you
All right,
down.
I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff.
Those all look like gems.
Whatever. How much do I owe you?
150K. Show us the Mura, and
Oh,
you'll get
well.
the goods.
That's not too bad. For the whole batch?
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It hit Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
When you're in chains or when you stop trying to sell canned knowledge, one of those.
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mura!
Taking your time. Sino, you want me to get him? He's just sort of standing there. he's counting, making sure he has all 150,000. You good there, Amainu? You got everything? We're being very kind, letting you gather your things.
Done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
Nice done, Paimon. That was well done.
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone?
He usually does, but we're his sidekicks. Call me Watson. And Paimon is Paimon.
I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
Yeah, surrender.
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Wow. Someone who's actually smart. Guess you took some of that canned knowledge for yourself.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
I know, right? Smart villains who value their lives and recognize when they're outmatched.
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain.
Oh,
All right. I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells
dead
us where
drop.
it's gonna be and that's it.
Smart.
We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
Well, who's the boss?
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
Maybe we should
He's telling the
recruit them?
truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything.
Oh, huh. I was gonna say, force them into assisting us undercover. But if they aren't getting shipments, then I guess that won't really work. We need to find this boss, though.
The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Seems this isn't getting us anywhere. Sino wasn't kidding when he said intel was hard to come by.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation.
Oh. This boss is smart then. Cutting off any possible leads to that you could used to track him down.
I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers.
Waiting you out.
When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
I think everyone knows that, Sino.
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business.
Yeah,
The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you.
you're kind of famous, you know.
But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
No, you really didn't.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's actually a real problem for you, Sino. You're such a skilled investigator and powerful opponent that all of your enemies take the threat of you very seriously, and as such, actually do a good job of evading your, covering their tracks. Evading your nose.
These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation.
No, it will not.
If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Well, Sino, do I have some good news for you?
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
Yeah, would she be mad at us for telling the General Mahamatra about her?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
No, I don't know anyone. Paimon, who are you talking about?
Whoa! Judgment?
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
I don't know anyone dangerous, unless you're shiny and made of gold.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet Dory.
Actually, we were mistaken. We don't know any merchants.
I see. Anyway,
Damn it.
I'll think of
I
a
don't
way
want
to
to see
deal
Dory
with
again.
these two and then continue gathering information.
If we were going to see Dory, I think I would actually briefly switch to Japanese just to hear her voice actress again. She is one of the cases where that performance is just so damn fun. It's just like the English version of Ito for me. The performance is just so fun that I have to listen to it.
If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Yeah. If you've already used some of that canned knowledge, you should know that you should listen to him.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
Seriously. You're extremely lucky he's letting you go, you know.
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here.
Sino, is canned knowledge illegal or not?
Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
I mean, that was the case a long time ago, but we kind of purged the academia. They must have their own reasons. Nah, you have a point.
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway.
Are they... So are they collecting it to dispose of? I mean, this does seem like a reversal of previous academia policy, which is a good sign for the academia moving in new directions after we purged the assholes from the leadership.
I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished.
Ooh. By your own hands? Ooh. You better listen to him, guy.
All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
I'll see you in Caravan Rebot, I guess. After I scrounge up some leads from Dory, probably.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Those trembling legs say yes.
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this.
Oh, she probably can.
If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the palace of Alcazar's array. Let's go!
Is she? I thought she was usually in the port. At least that's where we've always found her before. Yeah, Port Ormos. Well, that's not far at all. Nice. These guys look like they need some killing. I do hate to do this, Amber, because you're so
The
fun.
threads of your fate lie in my hands.
But for this team to work, I do need Fischl. Or the Shogun. One of them.
By royal
Judgment is upon you.
Actually, I should have used Nahida first, but oh well. He's plenty strong. Ah, get over here. There we go. Yeah, he's plenty strong even without aggravate.
A well-deserved find.
Hey, Dory. How you doing? You tell Dory about what happened with Sino.
あらあら、そんなことがあったんですの？売られなくてよかったで
Latest
すわ。
scoop.
身の隠し場所に頭を悩ませるところでしたの。
Acting all innocent. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention? Do you know who's smuggling the canned knowledge?
そう、私も缶詰知識の商売を最近やめましたもの。
I don't know why. And this isn't her being as over the top greedy as before, but even still, something about her performance is just great. No idea, sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge. I don't believe you. Bullshit. Unless it's not profitable anymore.
やめたのか？
Yeah, I don't. That's unbelievable.
近頃缶詰知識がたくさん湧き出てしまって、
Oh.
もういい価格では売れませんの。
Impossible to fetch decent prices. I see.
連中は市場をほぼ独占していますが、人様からおこぼれをいただくのはごめんですわ。稼ぐと決めたら大金を稼ぐのが私のやり方ですの。
Hmm. Yeah, do you know anything about these smugglers, though? Because that's actually who we're after.
おまけに最近は取り調べも厳しくなりましたし、思い切って足を洗うことにしたんですわ。
This what? Well, I mean, it's not like you were in the legal business in the first place, though, right? I don't know why you care about the regulations.
どうやら無駄足になっちゃったな。
Now, hold on, Paimon. She did say imply some level of knowledge about the smugglers.
無駄足とまでは言えませんわよ。黒幕が誰かは存じ上げませんけれど、秘密を守ってくれたお礼に少しだけ情報をあげましょう。
Oh? And what do you know?
何しろ私もあの一汚い連中が少々痛い目に遭ってくれるのを期待していますの。そして早く市場を引き継ぎ、早くこの業界を浄化しませんと。
Well, the smugglers have crossed the line, but, well, they honestly, only a fool would cross Dory when Mora is involved. And if you help us, though, their luck might run out sooner rather than later, with a certain General Mahamatra on their tail.
おいおい、明らかに自分のためだろ。
Well, no, she's out of the business. She totally wouldn't re-enter it just because the competition was gone. Is selling cat knowledge really that lucrative? I mean, don't you remember the prices she was charging for relative shit?
缶詰知識の価値を侮ってはなりません。学ぶのに必要な条件は少なく、様々な知識がいとも簡単に手に入る。このような商品を高く売れるのは当たり前のことですわ。
Yeah. I mean, people will love to pay for shortcuts.
誰もが必要としているわけではなくとも、スメール全体となると需要は決して低くないはずですの。それに生産コストも低い、輸送費に多少お金をかけても十二分に採算の取れる商売ですわ。
Yeah. So you gonna get back into the can knowledge business after this? You better be careful if you do, because Sino will come after you, it seems.
だったら、なんで教練員は缶詰知識の販売を禁止するんだ？
Didn't you hear Sino? Apparently it's dangerous or something.
複雑な知識が簡単に身につき、頭を動かさずとも知者になれる。とってもいい話に聞こえますでしょう。
Yeah, there's the Dory I love. Yeah. I mean, it does sound like a dream.
けれどこの世に代価も払わず、メリットばかりを手に入れられるものなんてあるわけございませんよ。
Seriously, I love it. In your case, the price is what, 1 million more? If I remember right.
学習、思考、実践、知識を得るというのはもともと複雑なこと。私が物を売るように事前準備は不可欠ですわ。けれど缶詰知識はすべてのステップをスキップし、知識を直接頭に押し込んでしまいますの。これには潜在的な問題が少なくとも2つありますわ。
Two potential problems, okay.
まず、あなたはその知識に絶大な信頼を寄せ、忘れたくても忘れられなくなってしまう。つまり間違っていたとしても修正する方法がほとんどありませんの。
I like how she's kind of whispering to us, almost loud whispering, but yeah. That actually is a major problem of the old Sumeru internet. They just took whatever it told them without even a second thought as 100% true no matter what. I mean, it was useful for us. We took great advantage of that fact, but it's not great for cultivating intelligent people.
次に、長きにわたって過量の知識を吸収すれば思考能力は低下し、やがて知識を保存することしかできない生きた図書館になり果ててしまいますわ。
Yeah, exactly. I mean, was that really the only concern from the academia? I mean, they're legitimate concerns, but I feel like if that's all it is, that's a choice people can make for themselves.
そんな危ないものなのかよ。確かお前も缶詰知識を使ったよな。どこか具合が悪かったりしないか？
No, this isn't so much a case of the can knowledge itself being dangerous. It's the kind of person who's using it and their mindset when using it that's actually dangerous. Over-reliance and not thinking about things properly. Yeah, not in particular. They were critical thinkers and, well, just thinkers in general. this wouldn't be a problem in the first place.
もちろん少し使うくらいなら問題ありませんわ。だから前にも売りましたの。
That's not why you used to sell them. You used to sell them because you could charge exorbitant prices.
薬で病気を治すのと同じように過剰摂取は毒となりうる。重要なのは使用した回数ですの。
I suppose that's fair. Everything in moderation.
あらあら、話がそれてしまいましたわね。とにかくあの連中は後先も考えず缶詰知識を売っていますわ。長い目で見れば間違いなくいいことではありませんの。
Well, don't worry about those smugglers. They are being very much checked.
さらに悪いことに市場に出回っている缶詰知識だけに目を向けていると連中の罠にはまりますわよ。
I'm not playing into anyone's hands. Sino is, and he's not really focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way to market. He's trying to dig deeper. He's just having trouble scrounging up leads.
私が知る限り連中の真の目的は缶詰知識を利用して
ああ
紀元の庭に関する情報を流すことですの。こちらの方こそ千載一遇の大商売ですわ。
The Court of Desolation. Is that a word we've heard before? I don't think it is.
紀元の庭？なんだそれ？
Yeah, okay, we haven't heard that before.
伝説によると紀元の庭はキングデシェルト時代の遺跡で、
Oh.
中の宝物を手にすれば生死のすべてを悟ることができるらしいですわ。けれ
Hmm.
どこれは教令員が明確に禁止している研究ですの。
Treasure, you say? And one can see beyond life and death. Interesting. I wonder why research is strictly banned by the academia.
聞いた話では先日砂漠で珍しい缶詰知識を売るオークションが開かれ、中には紀元の庭に関連するものもあったそうですわ。
An auction of rare canned knowledge. That'll go for a fortune, I'm sure.
この情報を聞いて初めて市場に溢れている缶詰知識は目くらましに過ぎず、彼らの本当のターゲットはやはり紀元の庭だったのだと推測できましたの。
Flooding the market, diverting attention so that, they don't, flooding the market with junk specifically so that people like Sino don't catch on to the value of a few select pieces. Very, very, very smart. Sounds like they're huffing some of their own canned knowledge. Why use canned knowledge to distribute information? It's actually fair. You could just tell someone face to face or write it down.
紀元の庭の研究は決して容易なことではありませんわ。
Not a
あ
simple
らゆる
matter.
基礎的な知識が必要ですの。研究チームを一刻も早く結成するには缶詰知識を使うのが一番ですわ。
Okay.
オークションを開いたのはまあおそらく民間から興味、それに
Ah,
必
damn it.
ず紀元の庭を見つけられるとは誰にも。
Hold on. Let's go back one,
オ
Dory.
ークションを開いたのはまあおそらく民間から
Track
興
and
味
scout
のあ
out
る有能
anyone
な
with
研究者
interest
を
or
招きたかったからで
expertise.
しょうね。
I mean, if they had expertise on this subject, they wouldn't need the canned knowledge in the first place. Right?
それに必ず紀元の庭を見つけられるとは誰にも保証ができません。ならばオークションで紀元の庭に関する缶詰知識の値段を上げて、まずは人儲けしておくのも商売として悪くありませんわ。
The way she says things is so great. Yeah, my money would be on the fortune, but I don't know, maybe there's something really valuable about the Court of Desolation. Or these could be more of the King Deshret, not fanboys, cult? No, that's not quite right. Followers? Something like that. Yeah, the followers we found before. worshippers. No, the one I'm talking about is more of a cult. The cult of revival, at least.
うーんあ、だったら砂漠のオークションに行ってみないか？もしかしたら手がかりが見つかるかもしれないぞ。
Should we go there with or without Sino, though? I worry that Sino will be obviously recognized and stop the auction in its tracks before we can gather information.
それがいいですわ。さて、そんなお二人にそろそろうちの砂漠特別リポート過去限定版をご紹介しますわ。中にはなんとオークションの位置をマークした地図も入っていますのよ。
Yes. Your limited edition desert travel kit. Oh, I'm sure I absolutely need that. Complete with a map straight to the auction location. How much is it, Dory?
あらららら、先ほど言いましたでしょ。物を売るには事前準備が不可欠ってことを。
Oh,
さ
yes.
あ、どんな値をつけようかしら。
Go ahead. How much?
決まり。各旅行パックはたったの50万もら。
Wow.
ノリノリ取引でしょう。パイモンの旅行パックはさらに 50% オフで、今なら25万もらでお求めいただけますわよ。
Oh. Wait. 500,000 more per kit? Can I only buy one? Or is the location to the auction split between both? Because otherwise I'll just accept Paimon's. Yes. Super expensive. I can't afford it. But still.
大丈夫ですわ。密輸の件を調べているのはセノでしょ。彼につけておきますわ。
Well, if you put it like that, charge what you like, Dory.
すべてが終わったら紹介でモラを払えばいいと彼に伝えてくださいまし。あ、直接私のところには来ないでくださいましね。バレてしまいますから。
I wouldn't throw you under the bus like that.
堂々たる教令員の大マハマトラとしてさすがに払わないなんてことはないでしょう。調査の経費は出ているはずですし。もっともらってもいいかしら。
I still love her. Yeah, no, he won't leave a debt unpaid. Yeah, I don't know what funds he's actually allocated for investigations or what he's allowed to spend, but don't, bite off more than you can chew, or you'll be barking up the wrong tree with Sino. Just charge enough to make it worth it, but not so much that you're going to attract his attention enough to have him seek you out.
早く行こうぜ。このままだとモラがすっからかんになっちゃう気がするぞ。
No, Paimon. Sino will be out of Mora. We'll be fine. It was good to see you again, Dory. Damn it. I got 3 packs, oh.
そうそう。缶詰知識の流通を徹底的に立つのは難しいと思いますわよ。誰もあなたたちの努力を認めてはくれませんわ。
Yeah, probably. I mean, certainly we're going to make enemies of the smugglers and the dealers and anyone who wants to buy canned knowledge. But I'm sure you'll fill that niche once we get rid of the smugglers. Really? We're just trading one smuggling group for another.
なんでだよ。だって短期的な視点から見れば缶詰知識の流通は誰にとっても有益なことですもんの。
Right. Yeah, Paimon, we're challenging some vested interests here.
黒幕はこのおかげで紀元の庭を研究でき、商人たちは缶詰知識を売ってお金持ちになり、お客さんたちも普通には獲得できない知識を簡単に手に入れられる。誰しも得だと思うことを邪魔されたくありませんでしょう。
Who would want anyone stepping in, ruining the deal? Yeah. And they're definitely not the people involved, that's for sure. Well, the academia would want us stepping in and ruining the deal, though.
未来のデメリットなんてほとんどの人は眼中にないし、気づいたとしても信じたくないものですわ。ですからあなたたちは理解されない運命ですの。
Well, luckily we have you there to, like I said, fill that niche.
はあ、本当にお疲れです。全く悲しい話ですね。そんなあなた方、この悩みを解消する100の策はいかが？今ならなんと 30% オフですわ。
100 ways to de-stress and live your best. 30% discount right now. Now, is this one of your quote-unquote discounts where you've already pre-marked up the price 200%?
またかよ。もう騙されないからな。
Yeah, you've pulled that one on us before. It's good seeing you again, Dory. Alright, back to English.
By the way, it would be quite a tricky task to get all the canned knowledge off the market, don't you think? You'd probably be making some enemies along the way, too.
Yes, we would.
What makes you say that?
Because in the short run, the circulation of canned knowledge benefits everyone. Whoever's behind the smuggling gets a chance to study the Court of Desolation, while knowledge dealers stand to make big profits. Even the buyers get a rare chance to easily access knowledge that's hard to come by. So, you see, it's a win for everyone. Who would want anyone stepping in and ruining the deal,
Yeah, her performance isn't bad, but like I said, the Japanese voice actress there is just having so much fun with it, you can tell. Just like, I have the reverse thought for Ito. Those are they really are the two big ones in terms of just eccentric performances.
As for the long-term consequences that lie ahead, most people can't see them.
Most others are
nor would they
good
even
either way.
believe them. So, if you think about it, you're setting yourself up to be targeted by everyone. You've got quite the challenge ahead of you. I can only imagine how stressed you'll feel. How about I recommend a book for you? It's called 100 Ways to De-Stress and Live Your Best. I'll offer you a 30% discount right now.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Again? No way we're falling for that.
I figured I should give the English VA her due. Alright. Alright, so we are going to get Sino and Caravan rebought first, it looks like. Yeah, there he is. Hey, Sino, got some good news.
Sino, we got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation.
Actually, Sino's another one I much prefer English just because I can appreciate the timing of his pun delivery so much better.
They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
Yes. Don't ask us how we know this.
The Court of Desolation.
You heard of it?
I won't ask how you came by this intel. But is it reliable?
Yes, please don't ask. We can't tell you. And yes, I would say so. It also is going to cost you a pretty penny. Yes, it should be.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret.
Oh, a dark sect.
The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers.
Okay. A dark sect from the age of King Deshret, though. That part's interesting.
According to past research,
What makes them so dark?
one must forfeit their life as the price of entering.
Oh, jeez.
They are not some ordinary ruins. So the academia has strictly prohibited any related research.
Forfeit your life as the price of entering. So, you gotta die to enter? That sounds like some BS. That can't be right. I mean, that basically says The place is booby-trapped and you'll die if you try.
However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert.
I agree. Are there many people trying to study the Court of Desolation?
Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the academia.
I mean, it sounds like an interesting area to research. I can understand why, despite the danger.
After all,
Being forbidden only makes it more
legends claim that
tantalizing.
whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death,
Oh.
or even resurrect the dead.
Oh, damn. I have to imagine that's just a myth, just a legend. Not true. I have a hard time believing it is.
Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless.
Well, if the rumor about the price for entering is true, it'll certainly reunite you with your loved ones that have died. Just probably not the way you would have preferred.
That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge.
Right. Doesn't have, like, metadata.
Do you know where the auction is taking place?
We absolutely do. Or at least
Good.
the map will know.
We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
What? Who? Smugglers? Oh, yeah, eremites.
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move.
Probably. Should we head south or north to... east or west to obscure our intentions?
Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
Oh, I'm not worried. I think either of us could make short work of them.
That's Sino for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Well, Traveler will. Paimon will offer moral support.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I
What?
would think twice if I were you.
What gives you that idea?
Who are you?
Yeah, you the desert patrol.
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
Well, true. But the same goes to you. Well, actually, no, it is too late for you to turn back. Sorry.
You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation.
Yeah,
But
he
this
does.
time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed.
You with just the four of you? Honestly, even without the Traveler here, you wouldn't stand a chance. With the Traveler here, you definitely don't stand a chance. With the Traveler and Paimon here, you might stand a chance.
And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
Can knowledge is becoming a problem? Well, yeah, no. I'm not fully sure I care enough about the, like I said, I think adults can make that choice for themselves. But I'm here to help Sino.
That's right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino?
No, he's literally his job. He's the General Mahamatra.
My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough.
You even offering to bribe him, or are you just saying give up and we'll give you part of what you want? Regardless, we have another powerful smuggler who wants you off the market, so...
On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit.
There it is.
So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Well, you can't think of a reason? He's an honorable man. But I'm happy you did at least attempt to bribe him. It would have been kind of insulting if you just, you know, thought your threat was enough to change his mind.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough.
I mean...
Get out of my way.
Once again, I can think of a reason. It's called corruption, but just not a reason that works with you. Because you're honorable.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Well, so much for smugglers who are smart. Clearly, you guys need some of that canned knowledge. Specifically about Sino's abilities.
That's
New punch.
Hey.
I see everything.
Gather.
Odd reveal by
Is this, version of Sino? Didn't get to use his burst on you. Oh, there we go.
Judgment is upon you.
Does this one have the, his weapon?
Their penance is due. You stand condemned.
There we go.
Regretful. This doesn't change anything.
Changes your status from alive to dead.
You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
Yeah. Weak words from a weak man who's on his last limbs.
Let's get out of here.
We gonna let them go? Actually, maybe we should. Maybe we can follow them. Shouldn't we follow them?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap.
So can't we bury them right here then? I mean, they did assault us. The intent of killing us. I don't think anyone would miss them. No? Also, I don't know. They're working for the guy we're after. As long as they don't know we're following them, that could certainly be useful to see who they report into.
I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess.
That's fine.
Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well.
Like I said, I like you. You're one of my favorites. Your punny nature must be protected at all costs.
You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Okay, I'll try, but... You know, I will still be asleep, so...
Wait, hold on. There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes. Right?
Well, Paimon, it's a saying. You know, just saying, keep an eye on your surroundings at all times. Just be aware.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation.
Right. Well, I mean, they have a single failure now.
They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
I'm really not worried. They aren't threats. Have you encountered that kind of situation before, Sino?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Really? They caught you metaphorically with your pants down? And it was severe enough that it was actually a threat to you?
I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't
so
have
you were
much
younger.
experience at the time,
Okay.
and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries.
Well, yeah, okay. So you were younger and presumably weaker at the time. Maybe I could believe that.
My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since.
Right.
Staying alert even while I sleep.
Well, that's a useful skill for someone in your position.
Whoa! Who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
Oh, his superior?
He survived with a fractured wrist.
Well, that's not too bad.
It took 2 months for him to recover.
Well, yeah.
But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions.
I say not that bad, but I meant relative to dying. A fractured wrist sucks. But,
His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected
okay.
Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday.
Will I actually, or are you just saying that?
Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
You really don't have to worry, Sino. We're more than happy to help.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Yeah, if Paimon's alert, we'll be fine. We've also experienced a lot of sticky situations. Yeah.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this.
I mean, keep in mind, we're the same people who helped you overthrow the scholars. The fake scholars. I still refuse to call them that. They were not scholars in any real sense of the word.
And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
The desert, you're gonna have to do a lot of sweeping.
Everyone hold hands.
You know, I missed out on an opportunity. I almost forgot about the ability, but I probably could have checked Dory's mind for thoughts. Damn. Oh well.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
Yeah, the desert's brutal, Paimon. And we're really not dressed for it at all. Having bare skin like this, that's dangerous. Need long, loose clothing that breathes well, but doesn't leave any skin exposed. Maybe we should take a break.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Sino?
I mean, he is a desert man.
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Right. Acclimatized, if you will.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Paimon, this isn't your first time in the desert.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired.
I mean, also, drink lots of water. Don't neglect it. Even if you don't feel thirsty, make sure to drink water.
Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
okay if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop.
In shade, Paimon? So you don't just have your stamina drained more from the heat stroke you're gonna get?
Just look around. It's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around.
There they are.
Oh, where did these scorpions come from?
They were probably burrowed underneath the sand.
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
Oh? You know, the way Paimon's talking, I'm beginning to think this actually might be her first time in the desert. Now, I'm not so sure when this canonically takes place. Maybe it is supposed to be before the end of the Archon quest. A little doubtful about that. But
I see everything.
I'm on
Solidify! Surrender!
has never been in the desert before, then
Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Paimon, we've seen a lot of scorpions in the desert.
Those weren't just normal scorpions.
Also, why wouldn't you expect to see scorpions in the desert? They're native to the desert.
See? There are marked numbers on their pincers.
Oh,
They were raised by someone.
so we just killed these pets? So you mean...
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away.
They were kind of foolish to think these scorpions could keep us away. They're really underestimating us. I mean, come on. At least send everything you have at once, instead of piecemeal. Man, the low-level dealers were so much smarter.
We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
Very true.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Well, more so, luckily the scorpions didn't ambush us. Like, properly. Like, as we're walking by, if they were burrowed into the sand, striking us with their venom, their stinger, as we, walked on by, that would have been harder and more deadly, potentially.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are?
Keeping eyes on us?
Stay still.
What? Oh.
Here's the
It
answer.
tracked me.
It must have planted this on you.
When? How?
Huh? What is it?
Well, was it Dory?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location.
Unless maybe the guy who sent us on this mission in the first place? I could see a situation where he was corrupt and sent us with you to impede your investigation, or rather, so you could keep track of it. Maybe. I mean, I don't think Dory would betray us like that. I don't know who else or when else I could have been... What else I could have been planted on me, and by whom?
But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved?
Maybe.
But that doesn't seem right.
Think they stole it from the Ksharawar?
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed. Why would it be on her?
That is the question.
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries
Oh.
earlier.
That's actually impressive. They managed to do that. I didn't even notice.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
The fact that they were even while getting their butts kicked, found an opportunity to do that. I mean, if they were able to plant a device on me without me noticing, probably could have stabbed me as well. It means I had an opening.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Sino. Now let's get rid of it.
Well, hold on, though. That'll let them know that we found it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us.
Yeah, I agree. Just knowing it's there is enough.
Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
They're back again!
Yeah, more of them. Enough, apparently.
Nowhere to run.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste his burst on you guys. Ooh. Since we're here, nobody's looking. Don't mind if I do. Where's the others? I see one up there. One more. Maybe two more. There's one. And there you are. Nice.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Awesome. Should I get that chest too? Oh, actually, wait, that's legitimately the direction I need to go. Perfect. Well, mostly. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Kill the dino and the guardian. Oh.
What trinkets lie
Automatically
veiled within
unlocking for me. I'll take
I
that.
see everything. Help!
Gather!
Wings of darkness.
Judgment is upon us.
Guilty!
You stay condemned.
Excellent.
Guilty. Your penance is due.
Excellent. Alright, is this, well. What do we have here? Canned knowledge by the looks of it.
Weird.
A lot of it.
Is this where the auction is?
Nobody's here. Granted, they are tracking us.
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
No.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival.
Unless they have some sort of communication device.
But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Mm-hmm. Which means they had to know about the tracker getting planted ahead of time.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly.
No,
There
they
might still
definitely
be
didn't.
something left for us to find.
I mean, there's a dozen here at least.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
What do we have? Tracks? Scattered footprints have not been completely buried by the wind and sand, but it is impossible to speculate on the direction of the merchant's escape from the footprints. Are you sure? Because I would say that direction. Roughly. I mean, yeah, it's a vague direction, but it's still a direction. A large amount of canned knowledge has been piled here. Enough to fetch an extremely large amount of more at market price. Well, that depends on the quality. Though I suppose Dory did teach us how to, or maybe it was Alhaitham, taught us how to check the value. Yeah, it definitely wasn't Dory. I think Alhaitham taught us how to check the value of a knowledge capsule. Ordinary canned knowledge seems to have nothing to do with the Court of Desolation. How do you know? Just isn't rare enough, I guess. The sumpter beast is drinking water leisurely and seems to be completely unaffected. Okay.
Did you find anything?
Best thing we found were tracks.
No, nothing in particular.
Only the average-looking knowledge capsules.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation. So
Presumably.
they carried those off.
I would imagine there's one, maybe a few, but definitely just a handful.
But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here.
Ooh, a good idea. See if they come back.
Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
Good idea, Sino. So that's why you wanted me to carry the tracking device. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we can use it. The important thing is that we know we're being tracked.
They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to
And
carry
that
off
they
all their
don't know
goods.
that we know we're being tracked.
They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We
Right.
just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Well, I'll keep going a good ways away.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left.
Yeah. Like I said, they have no reason to suspect that we know we're being tracked.
Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
I'm sure you will.
There's no time to lose. Leave as soon as you're ready.
Will do.
Everyone hold hands.
No, okay. Yeah, for quests and stuff where you can't come back later, it seems pretty pretty universal that they don't put thoughts in people's heads that you can miss. Wait, where exactly are we going? Oh, wow. All the way to Aru Village, basically. Do we wait for a signal, or...?
Tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
Yeah, though we should, I don't know, make our way into Aru Village just so they think we're resting or something. We should go a little further.
Further? But Paimon can't go another step. How about we
Paimon,
rest here for a while?
we've had talks about this. You don't take steps. Maybe another float, or bob as you bob up and down as you fly, something like that. But alrighty, we can take a rest.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction.
Right. Well, hopefully.
Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found some leads.
Or some culprits. These shrooms and this ruin guard have such a great view. Just enjoying watching the eternal cyclone.
Hey,
Oh, there are people there now. One of them Sino?
looks like Sino caught someone.
Yes, excellent. Is it a big fish, though, or is it another little fish?
So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? Alright, tell Paimon everything you know!
An A+ for enthusiasm there, Paimon. But hold your horses. We don't know if this is actually the mastermind. If the mastermind is smart, they would have sent a lackey to go collect things. Does he know anything about the smuggling?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead.
Very smart. And what did you observe?
He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
At least he's a little higher up the food chain, I guess.
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Well, looks like our little gambit damn it. Words are failing me. Paid off. Our little gambit paid off.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
I mean, all these knowledge capsules were left behind.
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once.
Right.
Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could.
Yeah.
You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
No, by all means, incriminate yourself more.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
Maybe we could come to a deal. If your information leads to the toppling of the organization.
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere?
Why? There's shade here. Let's just get under the awning there.
If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
What's the over-under on it being a trap, Sino?
How about my home in Aru Village?
Oh.
It should be safe there.
Okay.
Fine.
We were just there.
Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, Traveler.
Right.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us!
Down, Paimon.
Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch?
Not if you're
Seriously,
smart.
What can I even do?
I don't know, but... I don't know. We had a group of bandits of Eremites earlier who were very much biting off more than they could chew. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to destroy your water. I was seeing if I could kill you. I know that doesn't make it better for you, from your perspective, but... Sorry. Just know, if it is a trap, I will unleash Paimon on you. Always changes the default after a co-op event. It's annoying.
Dad, you're back!
Damn it. You're gonna make us feel for this guy, aren't you?
Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
Hi, Simin.
This is my daughter, Simin. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear?
Aww.
Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Aww. All right.
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Our reputation doesn't precede us for once? Well, how about that?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino, the lone operator, working with any partners.
Right.
When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed.
I mean, he would have at least confiscated the knowledge capsules you had come back for, don't you think?
But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
And why would you say that?
Why's that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business.
Right. It's a big enough industry at this point that toppling it could cause mass chaos. That's, in fact, if it's a pillar of the economy of the desert, then, you know, what's supporting the livelihoods of all these people? We should legitimately think twice before toppling it entirely.
Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Sino. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse.
Right.
Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
I mean, Academia's orders. Literally just doing his job, I think. Though, to give Sino a bit more credit, he's taking the worries about negative effects from using canned knowledge a bit more seriously.
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Perhaps there's something more from Sino's past that we don't know about.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Thank you, Seeming.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
You're a good little kid, aren't you?
Don't mention it. And,
Yes?
I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
Why, thank you.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
I don't mind bitter, if that's okay.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Aw, so sweet.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Well, the massive profits are supporting his family, it seems.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor.
What would you like?
My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint
I
and
see.
prove to be a life-threatening risk.
I'm sorry. But she's living. She seems happy, like a good kid. That's what's important, right?
That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time.
Aw.
She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap.
Ooh.
As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day.
Shit. Yeah, there's always a story. Well, not always. Some people are just greedy assholes, but a lot of things like this have.
Until one day,
Reasons
someone
like
reached
this.
out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you.
Hardly.
But to us, it's a means of survival.
I mean, there might be a darker side to it that I'm unaware of, but with everything I know about it, I mean, yeah, it can be dangerous. It's kind of like a drug almost, but I mean, as long as people are aware of the risks, it's not anywhere approaching unforgivable for me.
I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Sino. give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
Possibly. And there are probably countless others in a similar situation. Not that exact situation, but with extenuating circumstances of their own.
I must get to the truth.
Yeah. One way or another, we should find this, the head of this operation. Figure out what their real goals are.
I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
Sino, the lawful good.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home.
Oh? Is that where you get orders, or...?
You'll find some goods I received just recently.
Ah.
I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Head to the back of the house with Sino.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Ooh, that one's a rare, isn't it? Different color?
Yes. All neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth.
Yeah, we don't know how many dealers there are either.
Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this?
It's certainly possible.
But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
I don't know.
Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Possibly. One way to find out.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
Some sort of marking we've never seen before. Do you know what it is, Sino?
Yes. It's a Matra seal.
Ooh.
Indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Maybe the guy who sent us on this was in on it? Maybe not. But at the very least, it implies that some percentage of people within the Matra, within the academia, are in on this. Which actually, yeah, if someone from the Matra is in their pocket, passing inspection, then that would make it kind of trivial for the academia to supply.
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery.
Yeah, I mean, this is the obvious answer. Grease some palms.
The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection.
Right.
No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
I don't know, maybe I'm a little more jaded than you, but I don't find that hard to believe, Sino. Could be a misunderstanding.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia.
Okay.
If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files.
You assuming it's only gonna be one person?
But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention.
Right.
You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Thank you. Yeah, well, is Nabil the one who sent us on this mission?
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
You sure you can trust Nabil? Remember, a Matra is complicit. We don't know which, or even how many.
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Of course. Ooh, a letter of introduction. Represents the trust that General Mahamatra places in you. Cool.
If you start sniffing around the academia, it won't be long before people catch on to you.
Yeah, that's why he's sending me, though.
And once word gets out, they'll soon be after my daughter and I.
Don't worry. I'll find them before things escalate that far.
He's the... Well.
But if you still feel uneasy, then why don't you tell me about anyone else you know who was involved? The more information I have, the safer you will be.
Yeah, you're already in for a penny.
All right.
Might as well. They're not going to care that you only revealed a little bit. Hey there, Seeming.
I just want to get better. I don't want to be stuck at home by myself anymore.
Aww. Yeah. Hey, Nabil.
Hello, we meet again.
Yeah, we have a letter for you.
Have you managed to find Sino? If so, how's he doing?
You gave Nabil the letter from Sino.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's really no trouble. We can take care of ourselves.
It's alright. We wanted to help Sino too.
That also. Yeah, Sino's a dear friend.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia.
But you can get us access?
Even I don't usually have authorization to enter. But with this letter from Sino, it shouldn't be a problem.
Forbidden research.
That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them.
I see.
Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed.
That seems foolish or short-sighted. To just destroy the files that you have about it. And that's a way you just forget things and then just repeat the past. Also, do they only step in if it's dangerous to multiple people or if it's dangerous to the researcher themselves? Because if it's the latter, I actually don't agree with forbidding it.
But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers.
Good.
Such
Yeah,
information
exactly.
is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me. I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Sino is looking for.
Hopefully.
Restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
I mean, it's just knowledge, Paimon. Granted, we've seen a case where knowledge would literally result in the destruction of, well, yeah, basically the destruction of the world. Wait, is it down here? Oh, yeah. At least it could result in the destruction of
I
gods.
understand. Since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions.
Thank you.
But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
My curiosity is going to get the better of me. I'm sorry. A secret door. Nice.
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
Are you allowed in? I mean, the letter was for me, wasn't it? Do you know Sino Uteba?
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Sino happens to be one of them.
Right. Yeah, he is an honorable man.
Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him.
Is he
that
not?
goes for anyone he trusts as well.
Was he not the, is he no longer the General Mahamatra? Or is that separate from the academia?
The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Or maybe this is wait. Because during the Archon quest, there was a brief moment, a window, I think, where he had sort of unofficially, sort of officially left to the academia. Was no longer the General Mahamatra. Maybe. I could be misremembering there. Maybe this takes place in that window. Or maybe he just never rejoined.
We have an alarm set behind the bookshelf for security purposes. Be careful not to bump it when you're taking out the files.
Of course. And of course, you're not going to let me browse unwatched. Mechanical life forms research data. Ooh, records of an account of a Spantamad researcher who was expelled from the academia for studying mechanical life forms. Damn it, I want to read them. Not as much as I thought was going to be in here, actually. There's the Court of Desolation. Interpretation Manual. Records of an account of a Haravata researcher being sentenced to prison for deciphering forbidden documents. Out of curiosity, just to double check. Yeah, figures. Alright, sealed materials, the Court of Desolation. Despite repeated prohibitions, research on the Court of Desolation in the past decade has increased without ceasing. Researchers who study the history of the Court of Desolation mainly go through 3 stages: discovery, investigation, and fanaticism. The earliest stage of research is the relatively basic discovery phase, which causes little to no harm. The results of their discoveries will show that treasures related to life and death may be hidden within the Court of Desolation. This is also where the rumor of bringing the dead back to life may begin. Following the initial phase is a prolonged investigation phase. All documentation regarding the location of the Court of Desolation has been vague at best. As a result, the structure itself has never been truly discovered. Many researchers deplete their resources searching in the desert, only to find a scant few remaining stone tablets with the words, "Entering the Court of Desolation comes at the price of one's life." The different interpretations of that line have quickly emerged as a result. Some believe that the price of one's life is the key to entering the Court of Desolation, while others asserted that it was a requirement for the court to appear. Because the Court of Desolation has never been discovered, the latter view gradually became mainstream. What, so people started killing themselves, or? As a result, many researchers went in a short period of time. Overtaken by their fervent desire to make the Court of Desolation appear, they attempted to sacrifice their lives. Relevant research became increasingly dangerous and was eventually banned. But even after that, many academia scholars secretly continued their research. It was not until 7 scholars, including Murtada Radkani, were arrested that research into the Court of Desolation entered a period of stagnation once again. Damn, that is pretty fanatic. I mean, if you die, you're not going to go to the Court of Desolation.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
Murtada Rodkani. This researcher's name sounds familiar.
Huh. It reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
Sino's former partner. I don't remember any details about that. Is it something that came up during the Archon quest?
His former partner. That would be Taj Rodkani. But you're not far off. Murtada Rodkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known.
Oh.
All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Sino didn't know about it.
Is there any way we could meet Murtada?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison.
Oh, that sucks.
You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him.
I don't remember. Maybe Sino told us about him? Maybe it's from something we haven't done yet?
I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year.
Oh, wow.
Which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now.
Where is he these days?
He used to be Sino's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Right.
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Murtada incident.
Maybe.
Taj was already very well known by the time Murtada was born. So when Murtada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure.
Right.
Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out.
Or at least
Not long
so
after
it
they
seemed.
had reconciled, Murtada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put
Ooh,
him behind bars.
damn.
He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree.
Arrested his own son for studying the Court of Desolation.
Shortly after, Murtada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl.
God.
By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
Well, that's tragic. You put your son away, and then he commits... Damn. No wonder Taj retired.
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I would imagine so.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
Yeah, no kidding. Imagine that's not something he likes to advertise. It also makes him prime suspect number 1, though.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
You said Taj comes to the repository. He's gone through Murtada's research files.
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now.
He's the only lead we have. Unless someone else has come here to go through these files.
Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
I mean, he arrested his son and then watched him, or didn't even get to watch him, die. That can change a person.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect.
Yeah. Like I said, unless you have someone else who's been going through these files, he's the prime suspect.
Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation.
And he doesn't have to be that recent. But
There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars.
Mm.
It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
He's hoping to bring his son back to life, isn't he? A desperate father.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Or even bring the dead back to life, right?
Exactly.
So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortada back.
Yeah. My thoughts precisely.
Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Yeah, we need to report back to Sino about this anyways.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Let's go ask around somewhere else.
Oh, now that I think about it, Sino suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right?
That's right.
There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find.
Not a bad idea. I mean, they would have allowed them through. They would have seen the Matra seal and not inspected them.
Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nabil.
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
I mean, I'm not seeing any other suspects. Unless you want to offer yourself as one. You said you didn't have access to this repository.
Do you have any other questions?
Maybe. Do you have any other answers? No? Then no. Well, hello there, Butter. You're not a gate
Excuse
guard,
me,
but...
have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal?
Kinda.
The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Yeah. Definitely not odd enough to raise any alarm.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That's a bit rarer.
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Fair enough. Like I say, he's not an actual guard. You, on the other hand, Jenum.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Damn, really? Shoot. How about you, Paimon?
Excuse me.
Paimon?
Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Or looking for something.
Just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something.
What did you notice?
There's a Kasharawar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozens large
Kasharawar, huh?
boxes each time, if not more.
Interesting.
When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kasharawar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
Kasharawar was the source of the tracker, wasn't it?
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother?
Yep.
Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something.
I suppose that's
But you know
possible.
what happened? A man named Taj came
Ooh,
here
yep.
and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
I mean, you could. But, yeah, Taj is at least in on it. Probably with the Kasharawar accomplice. I mean, Taj's motivation seems pretty clear to me.
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
Just calm down, everyone.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him.
No, I don't know about that. I mean, he has a clear motive. He was the last one to access the research files. He personally claimed to have inspected these shipments.
Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
If you say so. But the evidence is pointing us in this direction.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj.
No?
A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it."
Yeah.
Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire.
Oh, really? For a trip to the desert. And the thing they found could have been the Court of Desolation.
But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
Something tells me he's not there.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
I don't know if he's making the canned knowledge or not, but he's definitely assisting in it.
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would...
I'm sorry. Let's go to his home and have a look.
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
I think that's what he's worried about, Paimon. Because he can clearly see the direction this is heading. But he doesn't want it to be true.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
No. I'm also kind of surprised. I would think someone so well respected within the academia would live in a nicer place.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry?
Maybe. Gotta go say hi to his dead son.
Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
There's no other option, though.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind. What's this?
Also, I mean, I'm not a law enforcement. I don't need a warrant. I'm just breaking and entering.
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records.
Records of his misdeeds, perhaps?
These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people,
Yep.
including dozens of celebrities.
Celebrities?
These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries.
They did warn us.
I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Maybe he is aware of that, but yeah, he won't back down.
You're right. That's just who he is.
Of course, if Taj is the mastermind, that would explain why he was, you know, willing to pay him off to try to back him down. Well, actually, no, that just makes sense.
As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Sino and let him decide how to proceed.
Right. Oh, that place. Okay. Yeah, there's scarabs right there.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak.
He might be. I wonder how they got in, though. Clearly, you don't have to kill yourself to do so.
I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Sino will know what to do.
Maybe.
All right, we'll give these to Sino and see. Let's go.
I don't want to suspect him, but...
I hear you back there, pupper. Aha, you're a very good guard dog. Hey, Sino. Well, good news and bad news. Tell him everything that's happened.
Well, Sino, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him.
Right.
From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time, he would never do anything against his beliefs.
Sure. But his son died due to his actions and because of this research.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure.
I mean, he has it. He undeniably has a hand in it.
I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change.
Right. I mean, if he actually truly has no hand in this, then someone is doing an excellent, unbelievably good frame job.
Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become.
Yeah, the evidence is very stacked against him at this point.
That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself.
Right.
Time is ticking. Let's go.
Yeah, we're here. Mostly. Hey, Eremites. Mind if I get rid of you guys?
Gather!
Yeah, like that.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Through me, justice is served. My patience. Stay condemned!
Where are you? There you are.
Guilty!
Get over here, you. Ow.
Well played.
Odds revealed!
Solidify! Futile!
Get out of there, you.
No rest for the wicked.
Committed to memory!
Damn it, out of there.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Stabilize.
Here we go. Poorly placed pillar there.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Now let's fight in this court. It's actually not the location I was thinking of. And the map it showed looked like the the scarab location, but it's just similar. Sleeping scorpions? Ah. Well, well, well. What do we have here? The Court of Desolation. Some strange association built this secret base at some point during the time of King Deshret. It is said that the secret to reviving the deceased is hidden here. Standing at the gate, you can hear heart-pounding drumming noises ringing in the depths. So we want, I mean, they're gonna give us Cyno, right? For free. Let's take, you.
Chivalry will never die.
Yeah, perfect.
So this is the Court of Desolation.
Yeah.
Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kind of nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Be very dangerous, but yeah, we'll keep you safe, Paimon. Clearly, you do not have to die to get in. So that interpretation was wrong.
Everyone hold hands! By royal
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Crumble! Futile!
No material, damn it.
Look! These walls have definitely seen better days.
It's an old place,
Was there some
Paimon.
sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Hey, Scorps.
No, my sword.
Nothing so far. Oh. Interesting.
Whoa! Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate?
It did.
It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
Man, secret tomb puzzles like this are so cool. So much fun.
Witness the power of Gawa.
Oz revealed by...
Rain outlines your fate.
I'll take you. What do we have here? Oh, wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, my.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
Hopefully. This place is mystical. Gravity powers, it seems. I don't even know what direction we're pointed anymore.
Seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Aw, it's okay, Paimon. Like I said, you're fine. I'll protect you. Are we standing right side up now, or... Let's get this. Ah. Any others? No? Oh. Oh, cool. This place is super trippy, though. Door of Resurrection's what they're all hoping is here.
By royal decree.
No, my sword.
Nowhere to run!
Oh, it's opening for us. Where are you, Taj? Oh, is that him? Did you find what you were looking for?
Taj.
I mean, at best, I think seeing beyond life and death would just be seeing into the ley lines, wouldn't it?
Ah, Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last.
Nice
I
voice.
trust you were doing well.
It's a good one.
Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't have made it this far this quickly. I mean, he doesn't have the connection to Dory, which really was the linchpin of this investigation.
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
I mean, clearly the Court of Desolation wasn't actually that dangerous. It was just people being foolish.
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think wanting to speak with your dead son is a selfish motive per se. I mean, I guess from a certain point of view it kind of is, but not classical selfish.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them.
Well, he's not really all that wrong, Sino. That does happen to a lot of people.
I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
Not able to die? What do you mean by that?
Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret.
Yeah, I could see how that would eat away at you.
I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So the legend goes. I'm still a little doubtful about that.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
Also, even if it did work, I don't know, I would expect the monkey's paw sort of situation there.
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life.
Probably. Though I am actually curious what lies within the Court of Desolation. We are already here, Sino. We might as well see it through.
In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, Why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
I'm actually with Taj on this one. I want to see.
No. I sense danger behind that door.
Hmm.
There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
Are you sure about that? What do you mean you sense danger behind it? It's just your instinct, or?
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
Yeah.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Uncompromising.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
Well, I imagine they have. Also, he's not alone.
This power is mine. Gather!
Oh.
I will set things right no matter
Grow! Wings of darkness! Rain cutter!
Sorry. Yeah, you don't
Order guide you.
stand a chance. I haven't been brought out
Your
Sino.
sins weigh upon your soul.
As I thought.
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation.
Really?
This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
I don't think you'll be you anymore, though.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
What is the power here,
I
though?
wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
When did you get injured?
I'll do what I have to.
Presumably in that fight just now.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now.
Yeah, some things never change.
Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
Yeah, honestly, he actually looks relatively young, but... I mean, if he was partners with Taj, who is pushing 50, when they were both young... I mean, you look good for your age, Sino.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you?
I would hope so, otherwise it was very
You wanted me
foolish.
to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me.
Do you think he wants you to catch him?
I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Sino?
He wants Sino to stop him.
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then.
What is your goal?
After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed.
You
For a
wanna
long
die?
time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again.
Understandable.
That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization.
Right, the other academia collaborator? The Kasharawar?
People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives, in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
Which it now has. So you went into a truly deep cover then.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses.
Damn, Taj.
I knew that I could not let myself go down that path.
In other words, there was an excellent frame job happening. Taj was framing himself. Well done, buddy. That is you did a good job.
I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later.
I mean, what was your actual end goal then, though? To lead Sino here? To obtain the Court of Desolation so that others wouldn't?
As long as this place exists,
Or to
people
destroy
will
it.
recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
Well, that's not true. There will still be people who want to figuratively and literally dig it up. But, you're going to destroy the Court of Desolation. All the damage on the walls we saw on our way here.
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place.
Truly well done. That is an impressive level of undercover.
But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place.
Of course.
To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia.
Which we already
If
figured.
I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this as a test for me.
I don't think it was so much a test as, just putting you on his scent without raising suspicions within the organization.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all.
I suppose
you
there
are
is
still
that
as you
too.
always were, fearless and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
What about you?
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
Maybe he actually does want to die as well, though.
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
To open the Court of Desolation, one must sacrifice their life. So the one who enters, slowly has their life force drained from them. In exchange for what, though? Do you get to see beyond life and death for that price?
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Hopefully we're okay. It only applies to the first person to enter at a time.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself.
I don't know if I agree, but if that's your conviction.
I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here,
oh, is that him?
I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me.
Damn.
I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry. for all the trouble I've caused.
Will that be the second chapter of the Sino story quest?
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners.
After all these years.
If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Here we go. You really got to get out of here.
Dad, why are they so strict with me?
Oh.
I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over.
He was too strict with his child.
By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Damn.
Huh? The Court of Desolation has
Disappeared.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies.
Well, I wouldn't call this disappearing. It's buried in sand.
Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
I don't think that was quicksand. That was just regular sand. What about the organization?
To them, as long as there's Mora to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else.
Right.
Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target.
So you think their interest in the Court of Desolation was more just other people's interest in the Court of Desolation? The organization as a whole only cares about the profits, but are using other people's deeply held desires to enact those profits, if you will.
That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Of course. Taj was an interesting man. I don't think I can agree with... I don't know. That his convictions led to his son's death like that over something that's... I mean... You ban research into the Court of Desolation because it results in people's deaths. But then, by preventing it, resulted in his death anyways. I don't know. Of course, from what we saw in there, it actually does have the price of your life. I don't think we actually know what if you gain anything in exchange. But it certainly doesn't seem like you can resurrect someone. I don't know if he was able to actually see beyond life and death or not.
Thank you, but you've already done enough.
No, nonsense.
Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me at Caravan Rebop 4 days from now.
Oh? What are you gonna have there? What's gonna be waiting for us there?
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
You're welcome. Good to see you again, Nabil.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Rebot.
Oh.
So I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared.
Wait, so he's already gone through the entire list? What's happened these last few days?
The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end.
Huh.
At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight.
Damn. Also, Nabil, you may or may not have heard, your faith in Taj was apparently well placed. You know, denying the evidence is generally still a foolish thing to do, but, well, you happen to be right this time.
After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And then what happened?
All within 4 days, wow.
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks.
That no amount of pressure was gonna stop them.
The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the academia and arrested all the researchers on the list.
Damn.
Some of them managed to get out of the academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru.
In 4 days? Damn, Cyno, you're a monster.
I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
That kind of massive operation is, I mean, shaking things up is understatement.
Is Cyno alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
He's Cyno, Paimon, of course not.
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now.
Well, he is a lawful good type. Don't do anything.
But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Cyno around. By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno?
Yes,
I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen.
Huh.
If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Someone you didn't recognize. Maybe the merchant from before?
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the academia anytime.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally cut you off. Farewell, Nabil. There he is, Cyno. Who you
Trying
with?
to single-handedly bring
Tainari.
300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating.
Nabil never saw
But I can
Tainari,
assure
huh?
you, this is certainly not the best solution.
Probably not. But it is a very Cyno solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation.
Really? Interesting. What lure did they use?
Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant.
Right.
After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks.
Right.
Toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Yeah, understandable. Not everyone's gonna be like the merchant with his little daughter. Some are just gonna be bad people.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time.
Oh, nice.
If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect.
Jeez,
I don't
Tainari.
have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will, and can help me collect more testing data.
Damn, you're scary.
Cyno! Tainari!
Good to see you two.
Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
I mean, clearly.
That's right. Sino asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Seamin.
Aw, good.
I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember.
That's because he spent so much time with us.
And Sino, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know.
Yeah.
Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG, huh? Kale
Yeah.
has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
You know, lighten the mood with a few excellent jokes or something.
How is Kale these days?
Hopefully she's doing well.
She's grown a bit taller, but her
Aw.
grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her.
Well, she's still learning to read, isn't she? You know, give her time. She's starting a little later than other people, but that's okay. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear she's growing and healthy and doing well, though.
After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Oh?
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
Yeah.
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge.
Oh.
As well as how to use it safely.
Wonderful.
Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek canned knowledge.
As they always will. I mean, it's not surprising.
So, I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I mean, that's my take. You know, canned knowledge has dangers. Educate people on what those are, how to use it responsibly, and otherwise, you know, they can make their own choices.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
Well, hope to see you around sometime, Tanari. I don't think you have any more story quests, but, you know, some event or another.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret.
Oh, wonderful. I would have liked to kick their asses myself, but thank you.
Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
Thank you.
What about you, Sino?
Well, he's always a target, Paimon.
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change.
They do.
And no belief can completely resist the erosion of time.
Yeah. That's very true.
I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further.
I mean, I feel like it usually is, unless you have some massive, life-changing event happen in your life.
That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example.
Well, I'm sure they already do.
Just as I gained courage from my own superiors. And my partner.
I hope it will make you happy, Sino.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know?
Oh, I enjoy our chats as well, Sino.
There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them.
Yeah, you know, benefits to not working alone.
Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation.
Makes sense, like I said. I mean, he might have buried it, but people will literally and figuratively want to uncover it.
One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions.
Do you see that?
And then, I was hoping you'd join me.
Aww.
In planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
The desert is so beautiful. In a harsh way. Sands of Solitude complete. There, see? She's sweeping up this mess.
By the way, something strange happened a few days ago.
Oh?
A merchant approached me and requested that I cover the cost of a desert travel kit.
Yes.
1,250,000 mora.
Yeah.
I didn't remember owing anyone mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace. Do you know anything about this?
Paimon?
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.
You may have just stolen information, though. Well, Dory, your payment is us not revealing to Sino that it was you, and whatever you take over in terms of can knowledge smuggling.